Hello, everyone. There are so many of you walking into this holiday season carrying grief and sadness in your hearts. Life is messy, isn't it? You might be sitting at your tables wondering how this story became yours. You are putting so many things together single handedly: travel plans, health checkups, school fees, children's exams, ill health of a parent, work woes, relationship problems, house help challenges, guest arrivals, a general pandemonium that we constantly find ourselves amidst. And in all of this, may I say, you feel alone. Let us assure you, you are not alone, my friends. We see you. We value you. Honestly speaking, this space is hard to be in, and we know it all. We know all the struggles and the tears behind it. It's easy to say, be strong, you're a strong woman. But don't we know showing up in your life as a strong woman for your family and yourself in your life is made up of so many weakening moments that threatens to break us. As people who have walked these steps, who are in this same space, we here at And Still I Rise assure you, we see you. कुछ याद है हम मिले थे कुछ दिन पहले? दरवाजा खटखटाया था हमने कहा था उठो सवेरा होने को है। हमने कहा था हम उस पंछी की तरह हैं जो एक ऊंची उड़ान उड़ता है, वो जो सब कुछ जल जाने के बाद, खत्म हो जाने के बाद राख से उठकर खड़ा होता है और अपनी विशालकाय पंख फैलाकर मानो कह रहा होता है, देखो देखो मैं उड़ रहा हूं। क्या तुमने कभी ऐसा पंछी देखा है? Friends, do you remember we met last time in the same podcast and we reminded you that we can rise like a phoenix? Sure, yet again, build our lives afresh. Do you remember we talked of revival and resurrection? We reminded you that there's a great life awaiting for you beyond loss, beyond grief, beyond sadness. There is a horizon waiting for you if you choose to rise above the turbulence which threatened to capsize your boat. We told you that we are here at And Still I Rise. We are here as your community you can look up to, join in, adhere to, and feel a part of. Friends, we are back again with the second episode of our podcast, And Still I Rise, where this time we are talking about coping with grief during the time of festivities, celebrations, all the special days, and, of course, the New Year. Can we promise ourselves to make the year 2026 the harbinger of hope and possibilities? What do you say, Dali?
Pooja, this topic is so relevant because celebration, the word feels so difficult. And why we are discussing it, because there is always a conflict in our mind that how can I celebrate? They are not here. Our husbands are not here. How can I celebrate? So you kind of get more deeper into the situation by just having that thought always overriding. Psychologically, you are holding opposing emotions. So on one hand, the world is celebrating. On the other hand, you have faced a loss. Many people even hesitate, meeting you during that time when you have gone through the loss. So that makes it even more challenging. Then we compare ourselves कि पहले मैंने क्या किया था? Last year मैंने ये किया था. Had he been there, I would have done this, that. So somewhere, that also deepens our feelings, and we can't even see what is ahead, like in form of a future. We see a dead end ahead. So these are some of the very challenging things. If you have to mask your feelings and then celebrate, that is very draining. So all these, I think, are, so many challenges that we face, isn't it? Pallavi, what do you say about all this?
Yeah, very true, Dali. It's not easy. And I think it's last 7 years, like every festival, every celebration was very different for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't compare. It's like every year it was different. And challenging. Yeah.
Can you share something?
Oh, yes, definitely. I'll start with Dali. I'll start with the very, I think, a month. Matlab just, I lost Abhimanyu in 2018 May. And in June, we have elder daughter's birthday. Like, since after his demise, I shifted to with my in-laws. And I was lucky that I had great support from family. So we all decided to celebrate her birthday. It wasn't very easy. But then we thought, okay, let's do it.
Right.
And like me, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my parents were also there, and few of more relatives. We all like gathered and we went for a lunch, and we ordered a nice cake for her. And then yes, we had a evening. Although it was very heavy for all of us, but we showed our brave front and it went well.
It went well.
Yeah.
But how did you feel? Were you like at the end of it? How was your day?
Yeah, I can say day I was trying to be brave, but inside like I was dying. It was like I was comparing each and every moment with the last year or the previous year. Like jab he was there, how we used to celebrate. It was very difficult, but yeah, and night was the most difficult time. Like when everybody slept, then like I cried a lot. I cried, but I don't know. I cried and then I slept off. This is the thing I remember.
It's like you're leading these two lives. One is for the people, for public consumption. You have to put up this brave front. And one when you are all by yourself and everything like comes flooding back. That happens. I have gone through the same feelings. But I can say it's been 7 to 8 years. And over the years, constantly practicing, when you say that showing a brave front, also in a way, it's good also because they say that when you fake it, you make it. So
True, very true, Pooja. Yes.
So you just know that this has to be faked to bring it really into your life. So with constant practice, at least you are able to function with the people around you in the so-called normal way.
True. So, Pooja, how was it for you? Like, the whole journey of celebrating and going through the grief.
So actually, my husband, when he passed on 26th of Feb, right after that, on 3rd March, it's my son's, the younger one's birthday. And my folks were here with me where we were. And everyone participated. Everyone wanted to not, allow gloom to take over that day. And I'm so thankful to them. Because in spite of we going through this whole challenge of, plowing forward with our personal griefs, we were aware that this is a child who's 7, 8 years of age and who needs to celebrate. So we got cake, we got people, we sang happy birthday song, and we had food, just like you have it in normal days. And to a great extent, it kind of soothed us. To make somebody else's day is something which helps you also to cope.
Very true.
For me, Pooja, like you said, over the years, so I can actually, because from Diwali to Diwali, I just saw my transition. It has been this. The last Diwali was my 3rd Diwali after my loss. And the first one was really quiet, I had my in-laws over, but we really didn't want to do anything. And but just to have each other, all of us together, it was comforting. It was like we were a support for each other. And the second one was like a mixed bag. It was like this loss feeling was definitely there, but there were some flickers of joy. When my daughter excitedly did something, I wanted to join in. But yes, that overriding feeling of loss and the comparison that, on the last Diwali that he was there, it was his birthday, and, how I had called everybody and we had celebrated it together. It was so special. So all those thoughts also came by. I did one thing was I lighted a special diya for him on that Diwali. And I bought a beautiful rose garland for him. And so that was a mixed bag. But the third one, that is which just went by, I decided to invite all those people over, those who had faced a similar loss like me. And it was pre-Diwali, like a meeting or a gathering. only one of them could come, but she was enough. She came with her son. She's just about 30 years old and has gone through a loss. And just having her over and meeting her kind of gave a spark to our celebration. And even my daughters were like, they were excited meeting her son. And all in all, it felt as if I was having a small party at my place. So even one member can actually bring a spark, on a Diwali day. Yes.
Yes. I'd like to reflect upon this time when I had started, Kanya Pujan at my mother's place. This is something which I had never done before. This is something I'd only seen around other women doing, because it's, in my experience, that was not a part of my culture when I was growing up. But I just thought I was feeling a lot of gratitude, which I still feel for everything now that I have, for the people, for the place, for everything. So I just thought that let me just start this ritual of Kanya Pujan. And I got not only Kanyas, but also the boys, small little children, to my place. I cooked for them. My sister-in-law was there, my mother was there, and we cooked and we did puja, we did tika, and it felt so great. I just want to say that always you don't have to stop doing things because of loss. It's been conditioned, you see it in the movies and in stories. Earlier days, they used to stop, being partaking anything which is happening in the society.
Mm-hmm.
So we should not be doing that. We should be actively participating in what is happening,
Yes.
the rituals, the festivals. I think it's a great way to cope, to move forward.
Yes. I also remember doing similar thing. Of course, it was not Kanya Puja, but it was on my husband's birthday. I called all the servant children over and I myself cooked a meal for them. I made some puri, chole, halwa and all that. And they they were really, they liked it. And looking at their excited faces and the entire, wo khana safa chat ho gaya pura. So that was a happiness I got on his birthday. And yes, so I would agree with you that you need to do something. And once you do that activity, you automatically change your mood and, you go to a different mood. Yes.
Yeah. The one is, I think the most important thing, which is, I think our take, is that we all have to find a way to keep moving.
Yes. So true.
You have to keep experimenting that, like all these kind of small, like hota hai na, spreading happiness. It will bring happiness to you also. Like even I have realized this, like दूसरों में खुशियां बांटने पे खुशियां आने लगती है.
और तुमसे अच्छा ये कौन जानता है पल्लवी? We see you helping your mother cope with grief, with all the things that she's making to make other people's life better. She's painting, and during this New Year time, she's putting up a exhibition.
Amazing.
Right now, to my God, she's like so much enthusiastic. It's like she's just like every day she's making 3-4 pieces of art. Yeah, it's like in her age, it's like wow.
That's a different kind of, celebration of a festival where if you don't want to or you can't, at least you're making it better for other people, isn't it?
Yes, that brings you lots of happiness and satisfaction. It's like
very true. You have, I think, pulled out the artist in her, and encouragement from your side is awesome. So that she is now able to. Now she's on her own.
Yeah, actually, all the griever, I think this is the most important thing. I think we should convey to people that people around should be like little kind and like motivating. Also, it's like it's not easy for them. Also, is like. But like they should never give up.
Very true.
Yes.
She's blessed to have you as a daughter, and we are all just blessed to have our family people around us during this time.
Yes, exactly. See, it's a thing, na? Like I was also helped by others. It's like all my family members, they like really helped me when I lost Abhimanyu in moving on. I can't use the word moving on. No, it's not the right word, but like helping in coping me and finding new ways to live.
Yes.
But one thing which I have learned is like we should focus on small thing. Like we should think that, okay, how is my today? Like aaj ka din acha chala gaya, you should be happy on this. If you have smaller goals, na, it is very easy to cope up.
Achievable goals.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we should not be afraid
Yes.
to have, celebrate these small victories and have fun, share it with people.
Very true. Yes.
Not think that if somebody's laughing, there is a certain section of the society which might feel that, oh, I wonder how she's happy or something. You should not pay heed to that. Laughter and joy are not disrespectful things ever.
Yes.
Exactly. I want to add to this. Like I mentioned, we had birthday celebration of our elder daughter. It's like all my family member. It was difficult for everybody. Like everybody has lost their relation in some way. I can say I was the most affected party, but still they also like. And we were showing our brave front. We were trying to celebrate and like we were grieving also. And some of the people around us, not exactly a relative, but like they were judging, oh my God, it's just a month has passed. And see, they are celebrating. They are too, like people should be kind to us.
It's a pity. It's a pity when we come across such people who have such devolved thoughts,
Yeah.
I think unka na experience is not there. See, most of the people don't understand it because they themselves have probably not gone through it, or they are still in the other shoes where they are thinking judging. I think judging anybody is not correct.
Judging
Yeah.
is bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
judging is not
you should
correct.
be kind to people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Empathize, show some kindness, show some love.
Yeah. One thing what helps me is like if there is a celebration or something, spending some alone time.
Yeah.
It's like I just settle myself. And in fact, at that time, I choose to be sad or by myself. And I say that, okay, let me, cry it out. It's going to be, or spending some me time. And then it's like
That
mentally
is very
preparing.
important, Dali. Yes.
Yeah, I mentally prepare myself. Okay, this is an event, like I'm going to have a small celebration. But deep within me, I know that, a part of me is going to be missing him all the time. So I am going to pre the gathering. I'm going to prepare myself that way. So I think that also helps.
That is a very important point. Yes.
Yes.
It's like,
And yeah, Pooja.
I was saying, remember we were talking about it, and I feel like it's like you don't have to loud to be celebrating. You can just be by yourself and celebrate just the time.
Yes.
Just be in a somber, if you want to. Nobody should be forced to participate in an active way that you have to be always
Yes.
on the show,
You can be scaling down. You can minus few things. I mean, you can have fewer
Yes.
people. I think we should not be loud, as you are saying.
Because as it is emotionally so draining
Yeah.
in the initial years, especially to just think that should I catch up or should I be with them or is it okay if I am? But I think that you should not have that pressure. You should just be by yourself if you want to.
Yes.
Yes. I think lowering the bar, what you're saying, is very important because you have your own bar. You don't need to match up with people around you that
With people. Yeah.
they are not in competition with anybody. So that is something very, very valid. And
Yeah, and you can design it yourself. Yeah. Like what is good for you is good for you.
sometimes just changing the venue helps.
Yeah.
My sister who booked a resort for me on Holi because she knew that we celebrated Holi a lot. And now that this has happened, I don't know whether she was like, I don't know whether she'll celebrate. So she said, let me give a change of the place. And I was quite angry on her. I said, I mean, how can you do this, and waste so much money on booking something? But then now that she had done, I thought, okay, let me go with my children there. And when I did that, just the change of the place and that nice resort with good food, and they had some small event also on Holi. It really uplifted our spirits, I can say that. So a change of a place also helps, and some planned activity also helps. So
Yes. Proper planning is required. Yes.
yes,
So sweet of your sister, Dali. So sweet of you to think
Yes.
that. matlab,
yes, she
she's
did
such
that.
a sweetheart. Yeah.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Yes.
And then you told her like how you felt after that. She
Yes.
was very happy.
She was. So now she makes it a point to book a spa or something on my birthday. And she
Very
says,
nice. Yeah.
whether you like it or not, I'm going to do it. So, and I I'd ensure that I use all those gifts that she gives to me. Yes.
All our high fives to your sister and you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pooja. Yes. So, Pooja, I remember you telling me about Karwa Chauth, and how you do it. I've never heard somebody celebrate Karwa Chauth like the way you do it, especially after the loss. So, can you talk about it?
It's been 7-8 years. I do it every year. And the first time I didn't tell anyone in the same space, my family people were there, but I चुपके से मैंने व्रत रख लिया था.
Very nice, yeah.
फिर बताया भी नहीं था. बाद में I told my sister-in-law and then we went to our society's terrace and then I was just
So nice, Pooja.
thoda
It's
sa
like-
aside. I was not actually in the crowd, but I was having all those mixed feelings, what you hear from literature and music, all those movies, how it is and whether it is acceptable or not. But in my heart, it was acceptable because as we had talked about Dali, remember you said that he's not gone anywhere.
Yes.
So I believe completely in
Yes.
that he's not gone anywhere.
Absolutely.
In fact, if at all anything is there, he's more permeated in my space more than ever.
Exactly.
So how
Yes.
can I not celebrate Karwa Chauth? I do that and very happily and willingly do that. In fact, on his birthdays also, he loved to have butter chicken and my children also and naan. So naan is a little difficult to make. I used to make naan also, but now I don't take so much trouble. But of course, butter chicken तो अब बहुत frequent हो गया है because Evan used to love it. So I do that.
So sweet. That's so nice.
So nice, yeah. Even we do it for his birthdays, na? It's like, this is the way, like we are trying to carry the thing we used to do it. So like we used to go out, तो अभी भी हम सब मिलके बाहर जाते हैं, केक काटते हैं अभिमन्यु के बर्थडे पे and we try to have good time.
I like that about your family, Pallavi, how you all of you celebrate. I love that fact about your family,
Yes, हाँ. Like in my family, like जब मैं यहाँ आई थी तो my in-laws ने, my mother-in-law is there, my sister-in-law and my kids and her daughter. We all used to go out together and we used to celebrate everything. Actually, I'll tell you girls, ऐसा हुआ था कि I lost my father-in-law long back in 2008 and like after he has gone, my mother-in-law used to celebrate her anniversary and other things. So like it was in our family.
That is such a nice thing.
So even like when I lost Abhimanyu in November, like I had my anniversary. So my sister-in-law threw a party and then like she called so many friends also. And like she arranged a cake also and we cut the cake. Although I had a mixed feeling, like I'm very grateful to people around me because they all really, really took care of me that year.
Yeah.
And which has given me lots of strength. I must say that today what I am is because of people have really supported me a lot. It's like you can see I'm getting so much emotional also while narrating this.
Yes.
Talking of anniversaries, this year, 2025, was my 25th anniversary.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
special.
January.
Mm.
Yes. So I was like, क्या करूं, कुछ स्पेशल तो करना पड़ेगा, बस खाली घर में बटर चिकन बनाने से काम नहीं चलेगा. So thankfully both my boys were here with me. So I dressed up in a sari,
Wow.
in my newly acquired sari.
Lovely.
And then we went out. I love Chinese. So between Arvind and I, he used to say, what will you have? And I would say Chinese. And what will you have? Let's order your choice. And he would say, let's order your choice. So I took the liberty of him, not asking me this and choosing to have Chinese that day. And my children also. And we had a great time. We went out and we celebrated it like that.
So, Pooja and Pallavi, मैं बताऊँ मेरे यहाँ पे I stay by myself. So at times, initiation of something has to be done खुद से ही. और मैंने ये किया कि इस बार मेरी एनिवर्सरी पे मैं खुद ही अपना केक ले आई और
Nice.
खुद ही
अच्छा किया.
या एंड देन जब मैंने कहा नहीं एनिवर्सरी है तो कुछ तो करना ही पड़ेगा भाई और मैं तो हूँ ना मुझे आई कैन डू इट सो आई टुक द केक एंड वी देन एवरीबडी जॉइंड सो आई थिंक इवन इफ लाइक if somebody doesn't do it for you, initiate yourself, and when you
Yes.
initiate then you find the others also join and
Also joins, yes.
they enjoyed it. So yes.
So there is exactly here I would like to recite this poem by Virginia Woolf, which goes like this. Whatever happens, stay alive. Don't die before you're dead. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose hope. Don't lose direction. stay alive with yourself, with every cell of your body and with every fiber of your skin. Stay alive, learn, study, think, read, build, invent, create, speak, write, dream, and design. Stay alive inside you, stay alive also outside. Fill yourself with colors of the world, fill yourself with peace, fill yourself with hope. Stay alive with joy. There is only one thing you should not waste in life, and that is life itself. And that's how it ends.
Amazing. Wow, what a nice poem. That's amazing.
That summarize everything, each and every feeling. Yeah.
It's like so inspiring, these words. And what you said, and it emphasizes that fact, what you said, that every day you have to see how are you going to make it work for you, make it joyful, isn't it?
Yes. Because yeah, it's very difficult. Someday it is easy, like you can manage, but the next day you feel how heavy it is. It is like there's no expiry date of grief. We have to live with that and we have to find ways.
Yes, yes. So, what are our takeaways from this whole podcast? I think we should be, coming to conclusion and culminating it. Dali?
Yeah. So what I was trying to say is joy is a fundamental thing that everybody should experience. And what a nice poem Pooja said. We all take our time to transition from one, part of our feelings to the other, which should be given. Everybody has a different time, but we will definitely do it. And even after we have done, we will have episodes of going back, recoiling, which also I think should be allowed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, you're right. It's like we should be kind to ourselves. We should never judge ourselves. We should be thinking, no, sometimes we do think कि अरे इस साल तो मैं cope up नहीं कर पा रही हूँ पर last year तो मैंने बड़े अच्छे से करा था. It is okay. Take it also. It's a normal thing. Like just be kind to yourself.
Yes, yes. मतलब हम तो आगे पीछे, it's like they say that coping with grief is not linear. It can't be that, oh, अभी ये और अब आप एकदम fit हो, ठीक हो गए. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. It is so, you just keep coming back and going forth. It's so, sometimes you don't know what to do. So,
yeah.
But then you have to keep choosing to rise from your gloom. You have to choose what works for you. You have to move forward. You have responsibilities. Also, if you're feeling alone, then be communicative. Choose people who you want to communicate with.
Yeah, that is also important. See, you can have one person, one or two people.
But choose people very wisely. It's better to be alone rather than in a bad company or people who judge you. Is like, yes.
That is true. Also, you can have, and sometimes you can have one person who knows you and who
in
will,
and out,
take care of you.
Yeah, it's such a blessing. Even only one person is okay for one life.
Yeah. Yes, even a friend who is far away, you can talk to that person and see if you have nothing, go for shopping. Is like that is also therapy.
Shopping used to work for me.
It's like, yeah, it's okay to spend some time and be happy. It's like that is the quickest way to be happy. Like keep experimenting.
Yeah.
कुछ ना कुछ करते रहो, बस करते रहना कुछ ना कुछ.
बहुत required है self preservation के लिए. We have to, self preservation. So मुझे लगता है सबसे बड़ा skill है, जिसमें कि हम जब अपने आप को प्रिजर्व करेंगे तब हम अपने बच्चों को खुशी दे सकते हैं. And it should not be seen as in a bad light कि आप अपना ध्यान रख रहे हैं या आप अपने आप को खुश रखने के तरीके ढूंढ रहे हैं. ये सब अच्छी बातें हैं.
बहुत अच्छी बात है. And see, पूजा, how कितना तुम आर्ट में टाइम स्पेंड करते हो, which is also so good.
Yes.
And Dali ने बहुत अच्छा अपना ये हेल्थ का भी शुरू कर दिया ना, योगा.
Yes.
It's like you are doing good for yourself and for others also. So it's good, nice.
Yes.
We have to find our ways to keep moving and inspiring others also.
Yes. So there is a ripple effect, yes. So I can't tell people to do yoga till I am doing it regularly, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, it emanates from within only.
Yes.
What you believe in it, you are convinced with it.
Correct.
That it's working for you. Then you begin to expand and then reach others with that thing that you think that is working for you.
Yes, very true.
And when people see you also, they come to you also. It's like when they say, oh wow, she's doing yoga and she's busy, she is happier, healthier. So like they
Yes.
see ki fine, even I can change my routine
Correct.
and maybe if I will start doing this, I feel better.
Correct. So I think Pooja and Pallavi, to sum up, the main takeaway is to give us all permission to celebrate this festival differently. It is okay to be celebrating the way you want it to be celebrated. It isn't a sign of weakness to not to celebrate or to celebrate differently or celebrate more or whatever. Happiness is not disrespectful for the deceased. Joy is not a betrayal. And we should have a strategy. If we have one, then it is always good to have something over
And do what
spontaneity.
makes you happy and peaceful. It's like this is the most important thing, which can be different for everybody.
Exactly. And what you said, I think, to be kind.
Yes, yeah, actually.
Yes. And kindness always works. So be kind to everyone and to yourself.
Kindness is very important.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, obviously, I just want to conclude by this. Even if you think like somebody is taking too long to come out of the glee, we should be helping people, but like we should also give them enough time to heal.
Yeah. We should allow them all the time in the world to heal.
Then that is beautiful. They feel very comfortable also.
Yes. We would like to tell our viewers to reflect upon all the things that we have talked about right now and
Yes.
watch our podcast, listen to our podcast, and tell us what you feel about it. If you have any suggestions, if you have anything which you want to say to us, you can write to us. You can just get connected with us, and we would respond to it. And tell us what you feel about this whole podcast that we have started. And until the next time, next podcast, shall we say bye, everyone?
Yes. With that,
Yes.
that we would love to hear from the viewers.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.